You don't need me to tell you that Miiverse was a wild place. What was initially meant to be a family-friendly forum safe for anyone to discuss games on Nintendo consoles bred communities of degeneracy. Notable personalities would dominate these forums, but none would stick out quite like John, more commonly known as OriginalBloodAce. While OBA would only garner around 1,500 subscribers on his main channel at its peak, he left quite the legacy for those who stumbled across him. I'm not planning to cover every detail of OBA's online presence, as that would get pretty repetitive, but I'm making this video to document some of the more notable moments of his career. Moments that truly stand out and encapsulate his character. Take this as a sort of condensed history on this guy, if you will. So why bother diving into the hellhole that is Miiverse, when you can just meet the devil himself? OriginalBloodAce started his channel on June 2nd, 2009, but unless videos have been deleted, nothing would be uploaded onto the channel until 2011. His content was nothing special, it just consisted of Halo Reach gameplay clips. His first voiced video wouldn't be uploaded until the spring of 2012, where OBA would discuss his predictions for Sony's E3 conference that year. As many people are in their first YouTube video, he is rather quiet and soft-spoken here, though this particular video shows that he is very critical of Sony as of late.
Probably due to the fact that the Vita has no good exclusive games, it's a whole bunch of ports, but they always seem to be robots on stage at Sony. They're just blah blah blah, we have this game, blah blah blah, we have this game. There's no charisma, no energy.
His distaste for Sony in this video doesn't sound notable, as many people have their gripes with game companies, but it could certainly hint at a personal bias. He follows up with predictions for Microsoft and Nintendo's E3 shows not long after. His Nintendo prediction video ends up being twice as long as either of the other two videos, which shows that he is much more passionate about Nintendo, a bias that is further supported by the video's description, as well as OBA's enthusiasm in this video compared to his other two. Biases aside, OBA's commentary videos were very cut and dry up to this point, with no editing or production value to speak of. He would continue making these commentary videos throughout the course of uploading on his channel, but real changes to his image wouldn't happen until he got a Wii U. Nintendo's pre-E3 Direct in 2012 would reveal a lot of information about the Wii U, including the introduction of the Miiverse feature. In what can now be seen as an ironic twist of fate, OBA was actually really looking forward to the Wii U after this Direct. OBA would get both a Wii U console and an Elgato capture card later that year. A video he would make around this time would be a wish list for the characters he wanted to see in the next Super Smash Bros. Game, where he made some interesting statements.
Toon Link, I think, is going to be gone. Just maybe replace him with the new Wind Waker Link with whatever he looks like then. Rob, useless fucking robot from Star Fox, get the hell out. Shy Guy, because Shy Guy's extremely underrated in my opinion.
Hold on, why is he based? The video also showed how OBA had strong biases towards certain characters being in Smash, which could be chalked up to being his way of joking, but this would act as a premonition of his true character, as you'll see later.
He should be taken out. To you, I simply say, fuck you. Snake needs to get the fuck out, simple as that. I don't think that he doesn't belong. I never saw him fitting into the Smash Bros. Universe, just doesn't work for me. DDD can get the hell out. I never used him, he's useless. Replace him with someone I'd actually use.
On March 6, 2013, OriginalBloodAce would upload a video that serves as an official introduction to his channel. He states in this video that he will be mostly focusing on Nintendo games, and states multiple times that he doesn't care what other people do or think of him, a claim that will be echoed in many future videos.
Don't care either way if you watch my video, if you like it, if you dislike it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, I really don't care. You know, troll my videos if you want, post a hateful comment, I don't really give a shit.
And with that, OBA's channel began to focus on Wii U content, with the occasional content around other companies. Only one day after his official introduction video went up, he would make his first of many Miiverse rants. Rant videos were relatively popular on YouTube around this time, so it isn't particularly surprising to see a small channel take a chance at gaining popularity by making a video about an inconvenience they experience.
This is fucking bullshit, Google. I hope you fuckers are happy. Cause guess what? Now when I watch a video, I have to deal with this ugly-ass big video player.
This rant would be over a 2-week ban OBA received from Miiverse after, at least according to his own words, he called someone silly. There's no concrete proof of the conversation that got him banned, so we can only go on word of mouth, but the video displays the message that the admin sent him about his ban. Either way, this enraged him to the point where he straight up declared he would leave the gaming scene if these unjust bans weren't fixed.
If they don't get their admins in check, I'm done. Not just with Nintendo, with Xbox, well, I'm never with Sony, but in gaming in general, I'm fucking done. Gaming is going down a dark path these days, and I don't want any part of it.
He adds in the video that this is actually his second ban, but doesn't go into much detail about the first one, besides the fact that he also thought it was unfair. A little over a month later, OBA would upload another rant, but this time it would be about issues he was having with his Wii U console. The video demonstrates his system's power button flashing blue light as he presses it. OBA provides the context that he accidentally tripped over the wire and knocked his Wii U off the table prior to making the video, which serves as a probable explanation to why the issue occurred. Comparative to the red ring of death or the yellow light of death on old Xbox 360 and PS3 models respectively, the light meant that the Wii U had an issue and that he would have to send it in to Nintendo to get it fixed. Not having access to a Wii U would not be enough to keep OBA out of Miiverse trouble, however. Through the continued use of Miiverse through his smartphone, OBA would receive his third ban over telling another user that, quote, "you're out of your damn mind," end quote. Again, all according to him. This time around, OBA gets a lot more serious with his threats towards the admins. I would just paraphrase it all, but you seriously wouldn't believe me if I said it. You can't make this shit up.
You're gonna fix your shit. You're gonna start with unbanning me, modifying my account so I can't ever be banned on the Miiverse. I don't care. You're going to do that or I'm going to have to get involved and mess up the Miiverse servers. Just ask a few individuals on Xbox Live. Oh wait, you can't because their accounts got removed thanks to me. When I get pissed off, things happen.
The upcoming weeks wouldn't treat him much better. He eventually gets his Wii U back, but as he feared, his save data was completely wiped in the process of fixing it, which upset him greatly. This would be followed with a post of his getting deleted from Miiverse due to the inappropriate use of the word balls. Whether or not you agree with Nintendo's strict handling of the code of conduct, many would agree that getting so angry about being banned and ranting about it constantly is just absurd, especially considering that OBA was in his early 20s at the time. With Miiverse admins leaving a sour taste in his mouth after multiple bans, he was generally more critical towards Nintendo, expressed in multiple videos where he picks apart Nintendo's decisions he has issues with. On May 30th, 2013, OriginalBloodAce would upload a video titled OBA Miiverse Video Shenanigans. The video shows an argument that OBA got into with another user on Miiverse when OBA criticized said user for supposedly begging for Yaz. The whole argument is entirely pointless and is only noteworthy when the other user points out that OBA is a 22-year-old man arguing with a 13-year-old kid. I feel this statement summarizes OBA entirely, as he would continue to post more Miiverse shenanigans videos, which often involved OBA commentating over arguments he has with people on Miiverse, who are likely to be far younger than him. Some of these arguments would be over console wars, as OBA strongly believed Nintendo was the superior company, and that generally people who disliked Nintendo were Xbox or Sony fanboys. Despite the mental strain Nintendo caused him through Miiverse bans, he still considered himself to be loyal to Nintendo and was willing to support them no matter how much he hated Miiverse admins, effectively throwing away any of the threats he made to never support the company again. On June 1st, 2013, OBA would receive his first permaban from Miiverse. Even though the admins weren't clear about what exactly caused the ban, OBA's repeated violations of the code of conduct throughout the last several months most likely led to Miiverse permanently banning his account. To nobody's surprise, OBA was furious enough about this to make a rant video. As we saw with his escalating anger in each subsequent ban, the insults and threats he drops here are the most severe up to this point, to the point where they could have legit got him investigated.
Because, here's what I will do. I'll use my credit card. I'll put myself in debt just to get a ticket to fly down to Nintendo's headquarters, and this is me personally threatening you, admins, Nintendo. I will destroy everything you have.
Nothing more came from this ban aside from a supposed phone call he made with a Nintendo employee, which he describes in a follow-up video to that rant.
And the lady basically said, well, she did say, she's like, basically you shouldn't say anything on the Miiverse that you wouldn't say to your own grandmother. I was like, well, my grandmother swears and everything else, or as well as most of the population on the planet does, including kids these days. And then she said, well, she laughed and said, well, yeah, basically, but maybe someone else's grandma then. So I was just like, face fucking palm. I mean, the person actually said on the phone, you're like, oh, atrocious spelling, that's insulting. I'm like, not really. And then one of my other posts where a guy called me a dope, and I said, lose the attitude. And apparently she even agreed that with the fucking assholes that's bullying, me saying lose the attitude. I did the phone call with her when she said any other questions or anything. I'm just like, no questions, just a statement, and that's just been with Nintendo since the NES days. Guess I'm gonna have to hang up my Nintendo cap and go back to the Xbox with Xbox One. And she was just like, oh, that's a shame. I'm like, a shame? No. What's a shame is you permabanning me for fucking ridiculous reasons. Actually, I think I said ludicrous reasons.
Needless to say, OBA's attempt to get unbanned was futile, and he would need to create a new account to continue posting on Miiverse. Months would go by without anything major happening to our friend OriginalBloodAce. He'd upload regularly and receive 2-week Miiverse bans as often as ever, but nothing truly innovative happened in the OBA lore. He continued to rage as he always had, including, but not limited to, threatening to smash his Wii U and piss on it. He stood by his point that he was just speaking his mind and that should not be punished. Things were relatively calm until he received his second permaban.
What is the meaning of this? This is going to be the most angry I have ever been in any of my videos.
Unlike his first permaban where we could only go by his description of events, OBA showed a conversation that led him to believe a user named Xavier was the one who reported him. Xavier discusses with a user by the name of Marcus how he feels like OBA hasn't been acting as friendly as of late, and thus wishes to get him banned out of spite. While the Miiverse admins were OBA's main subject of criticism when it came to Miiverse, this video prompted extreme anger towards the people who discussed wanting to ban him.
Well, little punk, the games begin because I will ban you. And I'm not talking on a virtual level, a digital level. I'm promising right now your life will be banned. I will end you, period. I will hunt you down, and you will pay. I will punch you in the face, knock you out, drag you to Nintendo of America's corporate building, throw your ass in front of the admins, and make you beg them, and explain your horrendous, treacherous actions.
Like the first permaban, OBA had no hope of getting his account back, so he had to move to a new one. The confusion of which user was OBA's official account inspired a lot of users to make imposter accounts by using similar names or Nintendo Network IDs to his. Miiverse itself was a conquered territory for our boy at this point, and didn't offer much new, but that wasn't to say he couldn't stir up trouble on his YouTube channel. The announcement of Ryu's inclusion in Super Smash Bros. 4 upset OBA severely. He wanted Sakurai's wrist to be permanently injured as a punishment for adding this awful character to Smash.
Sakurai, I sincerely hope that you permanently. Have your wrist injuries become permanent. I know that doesn't make sense, you know what I fucking mean.
He would apologize to Sakurai for saying everything in such a harsh way, but didn't take back what he actually said, which made his apology seem like a half-assed response to the negative attention he received on the video. OBA's reasons for hating Ryu aren't very clear, as he simply states that the character just isn't fit for Smash, similarly to how Snake was in Brawl. His tolerance towards people who like this character, or lack thereof, showed as OBA would ban Ryu from any Smash tournaments he held. Nice. The last real major thing OBA would do on his YouTube channel is upload a video of his broken Wii U gamepad, which to this day is one of his most popular videos. He found himself becoming enraged while playing Splatoon and decided to take his anger out on the controller. He later follows up on how he fixed his own gamepad rather than shipping it in like he did when he got the blue light of death on his console. OBA would continue making reviews and other commentary videos until April 12th, 2016, which was when his very last video was uploaded on YouTube. So what happened to him? If you already knew about this guy before watching this video, I'm sure you're aware. April 12th, 2016 also happened to be the day that John Tulloch was busted for having CP. Based on everything known about OBA through his social media, as well as connecting his face and voice to that of a video of John Tulloch after his trial in 2017, confirms that John Tulloch is OriginalBloodAce.
Gamepad's fixed. In time for Mario Maker can make some levels.
Your teeth down your throat, I'd stop.
This heinous act landed him a year in prison with 3 years probation and gave him the badge of being a registered sex offender. Tulloch stockpiled a collection over 10,000 images and 250 videos, many of which were highly graphic. Despite this, evidence of Tulloch regretting his actions and counseling he is willing to receive, among other mitigating factors, shortened his sentence. He is currently on probation at the time of uploading this, and it's unknown if he will actually return to YouTube. His social media all remain up, but have been dormant since his arrest. I would like to say that the lesson here is to be wary of seemingly normal people that could have dark intentions, but OBA didn't do well hiding his immature personality, and that itself can serve as a huge red flag. Thank you for watching, and stay safe.